Welcome back. So in the last video, we started Dragon Quest II. We were introduced to the main bad guy of the game, Hargon. We were introduced to the fact that we got two cousins that we're going to be joining forces with. That we are the three descendants of the legendary hero Erdrick. Additionally, we got some weapons and armor to help us set out on our quest. And since the end of the last video, I went ahead and actually got up to level 3. So in this video, we're going to make our way to the first village. It's going to be the village of Leftwyne. To get there, all you have to do is follow this natural grassy pathway. It'll lead off to the west. Once there, we'll get to see some upgraded weapons and armor. And then by the end of this video, I'll actually take us to the next castle, and that's going to be Cannock Castle, home of the Prince of Cannock, who will be our second hero. So bear with me as I'm just fighting off all these bad guys. Thus far it's the same guys that we fought immediately around the castle, but we should meet some new monsters as well. If you remember the Draki from Dragon Quest 1, he'll show up. Then we should also see the Iron Ant. And then around Cannock, we'll see a whole bunch of new monsters, including a new rat, a new type of ghost, and then depending on how far out we venture, even the heal spell. I'm sorry, the heal slime. So let's just keep making our way up. All right, and just like that, we've already made it to the village. I went the northern route. You could have cut across, to the south of this mountain range. If you're looking at those purple tiles, those are like swamp tiles. They'll hurt you if you walk on them. But if you want, you can level up in this area a little bit. But instead, I'm actually just going to head right into the village. All right, so like I said, this is the village of Leftwyne. It's pretty much just a traffic stop or a truck stop on the way to Cannock. If you look over here, this is going to be your item shop. The leather shield has been replaced with the Chimera Wing. That'll help you return to a past village. Also, we have the vault. So you can deposit items or gold so long as it's in multiples of 1,000. Yeah, in this game, the monsters are going to drop a whole lot of items, so feel free to sell them off. But if you want to save some of, for example, the herbs or antidotes, if you're getting full, go ahead and drop them off here. There's going to be vaults all over the map, various cities, so what you put in there is going to be fairly accessible. You don't have to wait and go back to this village just to get your stuff. Up here is the weapons and armor shop, and there's going to be a nice array of new options. So you got the Divine Dagger. I'm not going to mess with that. What I'm mainly looking at is the Chain Sickle and the Chain Mail. At this point, you really don't need it. Up until we get the Prince of Cannock, I'm just going to stick with what I'm currently equipped with. I may gain a couple of levels before we head out there. But eventually the goal is going to be get the Chain Sickle, get the Chain Mail for both characters. Other than that, that's really all we need right now. You can talk to the various people. They're going to tell you that Cannock is to the north of this village. And with that, let's just head on out. All right. So from Leftwyne, like I said, you're literally just going to go straight north. It's not far. Here's the Draki. First time we fought them. And the Draki's gone. Alright, so they give you 4 experience apiece, 3 gold. I like to train up a little bit in the area of Cannock Castle. Here's the Iron Ant. Like I said, I'll probably get to level 5 before I head on out to get the Prince of Cannock. We're pretty much just going to be going in circles for a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, and there's level 4, so a nice increase to her strength and HP. Here's the castle. Let's go on in. Alright, so when you come in the city of Cannock, right off to the left here, we're going to have the item shop. If you go ahead and check that out, they've added the holy water. So if you remember back in Dragon Quest 1, you had to wait all the way until you got to Rimildar, got the keys, and then came back to Breckenary Town before we could buy the Repel. Here they just gave it to us in, I guess this is the 3rd village total. So if you want, you can go ahead and use it. I generally don't waste my time because you're always going to need more gold. So I figure I might as well just load up here in the early game. Here's the inn. If you talk to the sage, he's going to give you a little bit of an introduction to the Prince of Cannock, telling you that he's pretty skilled with magic. However, he can't use the greatest weapons and armor of the game. That's okay. Over here in the garden is the weapons and armor shop. But if you look at it, there's nothing new. You're still looking at the chain sickle and the chain mail. That's it, which we could have gotten back in Leftwyne. So we'll go ahead and skip those. If we come down here and talk to the guy in the jail cell, he's telling us to get the silver key. It's kind of an introduction that there's different types of keys. Obviously, we've been able to see the doors, but now we know what we're supposed to look for before leaving this continent. Up here is the Princess of Cannock. If you go ahead and talk to her, she's going to tell you that her brother likes to, kind of go off the beaten path. That's going to come into play here in the storyline. Similarly, if we talk to the king, he's going to tell us that unfortunately we've come all this way for nothing. The Prince of Cannock isn't even here. He's gone off to some place called the Wellspring of the Hero. If you want, go ahead and save up the game. If you talk to this guy right here, he's going to tell you that the Wellspring of the Hero is actually in a cave north of Middenhall. I'm not going to actually go back to Middenhall. We'll just go there straight from Cannock Castle. At this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and just train up a little bit more. I want to get to level 5 before I head on out. Next video, we'll go ahead and we'll make our way to the Wellspring of the Hero. And we'll try and get us the Prince of Cannock. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Have a good one.